This isn't Iran having protests. It's Iran finding out what happens when the money runs out. Nothing unusual triggered this. No foreign meddling, no sudden political awakening. People just woke up and realized their paychecks didn't work anymore. The currency dropped, prices jumped, and food stopped being something you could count on. And once that happens, the fear that holds a system together starts to leak out. Not all at once, just enough that people stop staying home. That's what's been happening across Iran. Crowds forming because life stopped making sense, not because anyone organized them. The government didn't try to fix that. It didn't even really pretend to. It sent security forces, gunfire, arrests, and then the internet goes dark, because once images start spreading, control gets a lot harder. Human rights groups say over 540 are already dead and 10,600 have been taken off the streets. The exact number will get argued about, but it misses the point. Once a government is shooting people over food prices, it's no longer managing a problem, it's reacting to one. You can hear that panic in how the leadership is talking. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps didn't calm anything down. They didn't lower the temperature. They said they'd crush it. That's not confidence. That's what people say when they're afraid backing down will make things worse. Other countries noticed too. The Israel Defense Forces quietly raised alert levels. Not because protesters threaten Israel, but because when Iran's leadership feels cornered at home, it often looks outside its borders for a way out. External tension buys time. Washington saw the same pattern. Donald Trump didn't announce a new policy. He didn't talk about overthrowing anything. He warned Tehran to stop shooting civilians before this stops being an internal problem. That's not a headline move. That's a line drawn when escalation feels close enough to touch. Markets reacted right away. Oil prices moved, not because supply vanished, but because instability came back into the picture. Shipping, insurance, energy, they all move on risk long before reality shows up. So why is this happening now? Because the regime finally lost the one thing that let it survive everything else: economic breathing room. Sanctions hurt before. Corruption existed before. Protests came and went before. What's different now is there's nothing left to paper over daily life. People aren't listening to officials anymore. They're looking at prices and empty shelves. And here's the quiet part no one in Tehran wants to say. If this system collapses, Iran doesn't just get a new government. It loses the ability to throw its weight around the region. The money for proxies dries up. The pressure campaigns fade. The leverage disappears. That helps the United States. It hurts Russia. It hurts China. But none of that happens cleanly. First comes disorder. And Iran takes that hit harder than anyone else because it's isolated, sanctioned, and has very few friends willing to step in. The leadership can't fix the economy fast enough. It can't crack down forever without tearing itself apart. And it can't keep blaming outsiders if people stop caring who's supposed to be in charge. This isn't about whether pressure builds. It already has. The real question is whether the system bends before it breaks, or whether it keeps tightening its grip until it snaps in its own hands.